That was the most embarrassing audition I've ever had.
It was so awkward.
Hey guys, good morning. So we are going to our first in-person audition that I've had in a while, and I just wanted to get ready with you guys and chat about just some updates and maybe reminisce on some horror stories from my past in-person auditions, because I've been doing this for 7 years now. I will never forget some of the craziest things that I experienced. First of all, I was always coming from Santa Barbara at the time because that's where I was going to college. And so basically I would go to college, be in my classes, and then whenever I would get a notification that I got an audition, I would just have to figure out how to get from Santa Barbara to LA, which is like a 2-hour drive. And it was a lot. I missed a lot of class. I missed a lot of finals. That also explains why I graduated in 3 years, because I just wanted to do whatever major got me out of there the quickest. And for me, it was communication. What is that major? I don't even know. I don't know, and I did it. You know what I'm saying? I do have my bachelor's, clock it. But yeah, so I would be driving to these auditions like a mad woman, and then changing in my car, doing my makeup in the car, and then getting in there for the 10 minutes that you're there, and then I would drive all the way back to Santa Barbara, which was a crazy life. It was crazy, but I feel like I was so young that that was like the only time in my life where I could sustain that amount of like driving and effort, and I was just so, I was so hungry for it, which you have to be if you are trying to sustain something that's that challenging. So yeah, and some of the things we had to do in those auditions, I swear, specifically for commercial auditions, I feel like are the most dubious. For theatrical, which is basically just like film and TV, you would basically just get a script like you would in any acting class. You'd get a script and then you would come in and you would do it. And it was pretty straightforward. They would give you notes and then you would leave. But for commercials, you never know what you're getting yourself into, which is what I'm going into today, by the way. A commercial audition, but I'm so excited because now I'm like, nothing is serious, everything's hilarious, I'm chilling. But back in the day when I would take it, I would just be more stressed about it because I was new. And so I would get to these auditions and they'd be like, all right, so thanks for coming. This spot is for a chicken wing place, so here's a box of marshmallows and you're gonna take a bite as if it's a delicious chicken wing, and look into camera and just give a good reaction, like a that's so good. And I would be like, I didn't go to my economics class for this today. But you know what? It was a thrill. It was a thrilling experience. Also, I'll never forget an audition I had before I started going to dance class. I walked in and all these girls were talking like, oh yeah, my dance agent got me this, da 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 da, dance agent, dance agent. And I was like, why do all these actresses have dance agents? That's very unique. And it took me a few minutes to realize, no babe, you're in fact at a commercial dance audition, having never taken a dance class a day in your life. Buckle up, babe. So I go in and they're like, all right guys, it's super chill. We're actually just gonna play the song and just go ahead and freestyle. Oh, and we're gonna go one by one. You wanna go first? I go, well, yes. Okay, Jeremy. So yeah, they picked me to go first. I did the best I could with what I got, as Mariah Carey once said. And it was very embarrassing. And then all the girls went after me and did indeed eat me up. But you know what? That's just a part of the game. That's just a part of the game. You gotta charge those things to the game, okay? But that was by far the worst audition experience I've ever had. Okay guys, this is the finished look. Now we are going to get dressed. I'll explain what they wanted me to wear in the audition notice in a second. Let's switch locations, shall we? Okay, so basically their only notes in the little alert you get when you get an audition was that it's bathing suit attire, which is very rare. You normally don't have to get naked for an audition, okay? That's only ever happened to me one time where I was in an audition and they were like, all right, so they had like a group of us in there. It was like guys, girls, and they were like, all right guys, so just go ahead and strip down to your bathing suit. And we were all like, what? We were like in regular clothes. And this guy raised his hand and he was like, sorry, did you say bathing suits? He was like, oh yeah, you guys didn't say that in the breakdown for the audition? And we were like, no. And he was like, oh, I must have forgotten to write that. Yeah, you guys need to be in your bathing suits. So just, I guess strip down to however you feel comfortable. And we were all just looking at each other like, and he was like, guys, feel free to take off your shirts. Girls, just like figure it out. And this one guy was like, yeah, I'm not going to take off my shirt. Like, I don't feel comfortable. I didn't know that this was that because you didn't put it in the breakdown, da da da. And it was so awkward. It was like the most awkward audition ever, okay? It was so awkward. And that was a lesson to, I guess, always bring a bikini in your bag. I don't know, like, should we have to do that? The whole thing is weird, okay? But this time they at least wrote it, so at least I can be prepared. And it's gonna give sports bra, it's not gonna give bikini, okay? So, I think I'm gonna layer the, okay, because I have two options, this or this, but this is too like bikini. I don't wanna be that naked, if I'm being honest. So I'm gonna do like sports bra with one of these shirts over. I have this white tank, perhaps, this like light pink one. I'm thinking maybe because I'm just trying to predict if they're gonna make me take my shirt off. This is such a weird thing to be speaking about, but this is the reality, and I'm sure for like modeling it's way worse. So this is just for acting, and it's already, you know, having you strip down to your drawers. So yeah, I'm gonna try this. And I also have this, but normally I don't like wearing patterns, so I think I'm gonna do the pink tank. All right, let me change. Okay, I feel good about this. This is the top situation. Now, bottoms, I think I might do these crochet red bottoms because these are gonna be my bikini bottoms, okay girl? I'm not stripping down to my literal drawers for this. So let me put these on. We'll see how we feel. Okay, this is the short situation. I feel good, I feel great. I feel covered, okay girl. For shoes, let's see. I feel like I'm choosing between these two. Cute. Also cute. You know, I might do the pink because I'm going somewhere after and I don't want to have to change my shoes and I wanted to wear these for my outfit for like real life. So I think I might do the pink actually. Yeah, that's cute. Let's see. Okay guys, this is the full audition look. This is the look, people. And I love it. Let's go. Woohoo. Okay, now for finishing touches, I'm gonna bring this bag and I'm gonna do some Valentino spritz. Okay, guys, this perfume smells so good, I swear to you. It's my good luck charm. Ah! Perfume is a lot for me. I don't know how people like drench it on themselves. Okay, I'm gonna head out now, but thank you guys so much for watching this Get Ready With Me, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye! Wish me luck.